If you're a true motocross fan, this man needs no introduction. One of the fastest riders in the world, Jeffrey Herlings. Jeffrey has surprised us many times with his impressive comebacks to the races. Most of these moments will be from 2024 MXGP season, where Jeffrey Herlings had repeatedly shown high class. In my opinion, he's the most fun to watch rider in MXGP. Let's go back to MXGP of Switzerland, where Jeffrey Herlings showed incredible speed in the ruts and passed Jorge Prado and Romain Fabre. Herlings takes the risk and shows us how it's done. This track is really hard and conditions on the track were also difficult, but that's why it's called MXGP, and Herlings again showed high class.
Rails round the outside and Prado knows he's there, he gets on the gas early, second position. Wow, what a charge!
This is probably one of the craziest comebacks of Jeffrey Herlings' career. He crashed twice in the race and he still managed to finish in 4th place. First time, he crashed after the start. After that, he was last, and then Jeffrey started his incredible run. But after a couple laps, he crashed again. After the first lap of the race, Jeffrey Herlings was in 15th position. In the second lap, Herlings crashed when he hit his rival on the air wheel and fell through the position. After the 4th lap, Jeffrey was already 10th and was the fastest rider on the track at that time, destroying the advantage of his rivals in an instant. Herlings overtook 4 riders in the 5th lap of the race to take 6th position. He just flew on the track. Jeffrey had a battle with Colin Blonder in the last lap, but the Dutchman held on the well, and Herlings made a mistake with a few corners to go in the last lap, and took no chances for Jeffrey Herlings. Herlings was incredible in this round, taking 4th position the second run and 3rd overall. It's worth noting that Herlings won the first run.
An unfortunate time. Fortunately for him, Teresac does see the danger. He moves across.
I don't know how it's called in motocross, but for example, sometimes a basketball player got heat check during the game and they making all the shots. Sometimes this happens to Jeffrey Herlings, and then he beats all his rivals. Herlings' minus during his entire career is worst starts, and he needs to give a lot of effort to win, but he does it very well.
Oh, they stay up, and Herlings goes around the outside. He takes second. He's got Prado in his.
Like I said, Jeffrey Herlings can do incredible things, as he did at the Dutch Grand Prix when Herlings went from 3rd to 1st in 1 lap, winning in front of his home fans. Jeffrey Herlings had a difficult start and started the race in 7th position, but by lap 5 he was 5th. Then Jeffrey Herlings passed both Glenn Coldenhoff and Jorge Prado on lap 15 to take the lead and win the first run. As if the 15-minute mark was his signal to go, Jeffrey Herlings started to close the gap to Prado, but then disaster struck in the front of packed gallery of fans as he collided with a lapped rider and hit the floor. With Jorge Prado still on a good pace and the gap up to 70 seconds after Jeffrey Herlings remounted. The battle looked like it will never materialize. What followed was one of the greatest recoveries in motocross history, as somehow the bullet started to claw back the lead, putting in the fastest lap on the entire race on lap 12 of 16, taking a 5-second chunk onto Prado's advantage. Carving through the lap riders, he cocked the Spaniard less than a lap later, nailed a double done section that few had perfectly all day, and flew into the lead before anyone could believe what they seeing. Barely relenting his speed in the final laps, Jeffrey Herlings himself pulled out a 10-second lead in the last 3 laps to claim yet another famous victory in his already incredible career. This race is proof of why Jeffrey Herlings is called the King of the Sand. In the 2012 Benelux Grand Prix, Jeffrey Herlings simply dominated the race. In the first run, he lapped almost everyone, except Jeremy Van Horbeck, who finished in second place, but Jeffrey Herlings managed to close a 2-minute gap to him as well. So the race started with Glenn Coldenhoff winning the start, but Herlings started also among the leaders. In the qualifying session, Jeffrey Herlings did not dominate and passed Glenn by only 4 seconds. But Glenn Coldenhoff quickly made a mistake and Jeffrey Herlings began his dominant race.
But look at this. This was a nice shallow wave section yesterday. But Herlings was some 6 or 7 seconds quicker during our...
The crazy fact is that Jeffrey Herlings was almost 6 and 7 seconds faster than our riders in each lap in this race. I have never seen anyone fly like that on the track. It looks like Herlings was just in beast mode in this race. You can see that in the 4th lap, Jeffrey Herlings was already almost 30 seconds away from the second position, Jeremy Van Horbeck, which means that Herlings was faster by more than 7 seconds in 1 lap. Insane.
Obviously, the faster you go, the higher lap, but 1:73, Valentin Guyot, he's lapped up to 20th place at the moment. That's Guyot just ahead of him.
Jeffrey Herlings passes one rider after another every lap. I wonder if Jeffrey will have enough fuel for the race if he's going that fast. Herlings won both races that weekend, winning the second race a bit more bonusly, finishing second by just 1 minute. As for the championship itself, Herlings was the sole leader and could only be stopped by himself.
And with 60 knocking on the door here for his best result of the season, he's not far away from this guy here who's got that wave section completely wrong.
As you can see, every lap Herlings was faster than second position by 4-5 seconds.
And look at that, Van Horbeek, Herlings already over the line again. Be interesting to see where, when we get another shot of onto that second one. Jeffrey Herlings, number 84. The momentum that he carries is just unreal.
It was so insane to watch this race. There was no doubt who would win this race, but it was very interesting by what margin Herlings would succeed in lapping all the riders. As you can see, at the end of the race, Jeffrey Herlings